Expatriate card may be launched this month to encourage sending remittance through a proper channel. Features dual currency, online shopping, and so on. Awami League has no relation with democracy, says LGRD Minister, who emphasized on mass media and all other stakeholders to strengthen democracy. Government working to establish sustainable, dutiful and maximum freedom enjoyable mass media, says Information and Broadcasting Minister. At least 15 killed in separate road accidents, 7 died at Irulia of Bogura-Naugaon Regional Highway and 8 died at Osmaninagar in Sylhet. Price of green chili drops in the kitchen market, ups and downs for onion, garlic, sugar and pulse. Saudi Arabia, Turkey and Pakistan sign joint defense pact. Armed attack against one will be regarded against all of them. And Bangladesh trailed by 73 runs against Cricket Australia 11 at stumps of Day 2 in lone warm-up match. Assalamu alaikum. Welcoming you all. News at 10. This is Nazneen Khalik Zubair. You have just heard the headlines. Now move on to the details. Acting President Hafizuddin Ahmed Bir Bikram stressed on presenting the true history of the country's liberation war before the people. He made the remarks while addressing a program marking the commissioning and fellowship day of the second Bangladesh Liberation War course at the Gurmitola Golf Club in Dhaka Cantonment this evening. The Bangladesh Liberation War Courses Foundation organized the program. The acting president said that many aspects of the liberation war still remain unknown to the people. He said the previous government did not want to present the real history of the War of Independence. The acting president highlighted the role of Shahid President Zia Rahman and various aspects of the liberation war. Liberation War Affairs Minister Ahmed Azam Khan, Chief of Army Staff General Waqar-uz-Zaman, Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral Khandakar Misbahul Azim, Chief of Air Staff Air Chief Marshal Hassan Mahmud Khan, President of the Bangladesh Liberation War Courses Foundation Major General Jamil D. Ahsan, Vice President Colonel Muhammad Aminul Islam and Chief Patron of the Foundation Major A. Matin Chaudhry also spoke at the program. Earlier, 1 minute of silence was observed in memory of the martyrs and offered a munajat seeking peace for their departed souls. The BNP government led by Tariq Rahman has been gradually implementing its electoral pledges since taking charge of running on the country. As part of this initiative, as expatriate card for Bangladeshi migrant workers living abroad is now being introduced. The card may be launched around the middle of this month. Cardholders will receive various benefits including access to airport lounges and as well as discounts on a range of services. They will also receive discounts on airfares and hotel stays. The current 2.5% remittance incentive for expatriate Bangladeshis will be increased to 3% for expatriate cardholders. Initially, the government plans to issue the cards to 2 lakh expatriates by the end of this year. As a pilot initiative, 5,000 expatriates in several countries will receive the cards in the first phase. The card will also include BMET-related insurance and rehabilitation benefits, including financial compensation and social protection. Analysts say that the social protection services already being introduced by the government are having a positive impact on society, and the expatriate card could further enhance the recognition and importance of migrant workers, both at home and abroad. However, they caution that steps must be taken to prevent any irregularities in the distribution of the cards. The benefits offered through the expatriates card are expected to encourage a further increase in the flow of remittances through formal channels. The card could also help reduce the various forms of harassment that expatriate Bangladeshis have faced in the past. If the pilot program proves successful, the cards will gradually be distributed to Bangladeshis living in different countries through Bangladesh embassies and missions abroad. Although the media has no constitutional recognition as such, it is considered the fourth pillar of the state. This unwritten principle is recognized worldwide, not only in Bangladesh. Therefore, the media must remain neutral, objective and responsible. The government is working to ensure this. The speaker made the remarks at a seminar organized by the Television Editors Council (TEC) at a hotel in the capital today. The organization held the seminar in the morning on the role of the media in sustainable democracy. The media had remained under control during the more than a decade and a half long authoritarian state structure. The Television Editors Council, or TEC, was formed after the BNP government came to power. Local Government Minister and BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir was the chief guest at the event, while Information and Broadcasting Minister Zahiruddin Shapon delivered the keynote address. In his speech as chief guest, Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said democracy cannot be strengthened without sustained practice over a long period. He said the media has an indispensable role in ensuring the proper practice of democracy. Speaking as the keynote speaker, Information and Broadcasting Minister Zahiruddin Shapon said a media ecosystem needs to be developed to support the growth of the media industry. He added that the government is working to establish a sustainable, dynamic and responsible media sector that enjoys the highest possible degree of freedom. The seminar was chaired by TEC convener Dr. Abdul Hai Siddiqui. Among others, Dhaka University Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. ABM Obaidul Islam, Principal Information Officer Syed Abdal Ahmed and National Press Club President Hassan Hafiz addressed the seminar. The Election Commission is planning to make services easier and more technology-driven to reduce public inconvenience in correcting national identity cards, NIDs needs and registering new voters. The Election Commission Senior Secretary said there is no need for citizens to visit the Election Commission building unnecessarily to make inquiries or seek assistance after submitting an application for correction. According to him, every application is reviewed and processed through the prescribed procedure. The Senior Secretary also said the Commission plans to use modern technologies including artificial intelligence to speed up the application processing system. This would allow various information including educational qualifications to be verified automatically. However, he noted that some time may still be required for necessary checks to ensure the accuracy of the information. One of the major difficulties in NID correction is failure to match fingerprints. To address this issue, the Election Commission is considering introducing alternative biometric system. If a person's identity cannot be verified through fingerprints, retina scanning may also be introduced in the future as an alternative means of identification. At the same time, initiatives are being taken to make currently centralized service more user-friendly. The Commission is also working to simplify the new voter registration process instead of requiring unnecessary paperwork. It plans to expand registration based primarily on birth registration records, the NIDs of parents and necessary educational information. The Election Commission believes this not only reduce public inconvenience but also significantly minimize discrepancies in personal information. The rulers failed to understand the eternal spirit of the Great Liberation War of 1971, which led to mass uprising. A major example of this is the fall of the 24 fascist government after the 90s. Information and Broadcasting Minister Zahiruddin Shapon said this while speaking at a program titled July Uprising and the Transition of Democracy in Bangladesh, organized at Dhaka University Teacher Student Center (TSC) this afternoon. The minister further said July Mass Uprising was the outcome of making active the people's right, justice and democratic aspiration. He called upon all to maintain this awareness to work together to establish a participatory and accountable government system. Dhaka University Pro Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Muhammad Al-Muzaddidi Al-Fasani was present. Sixteen people were killed in separate road accidents across the country. A passenger bus lost control and crashed into an electric pole on the side of the Bogura-Naugaon Regional Highway in the Irulia area early this morning. Several workers were standing nearby at that time. The bus ran over them, killing 7 workers. Of them, 3 were killed on the spot. At least 15 injured people were admitted to Shahid Ziaur Rahman Medical College hospitals in Bogura for treatment. Meanwhile, 8 people were killed and several others injured in a head-on collision between two buses in Silet's Osmaninagar this morning. The accident took place around 7 a.m. on Friday on the Dhaka-Silet highway in the Kashikapun area of the Upazila. Green chili prices slightly declined in capital's retail markets compared with last week. After reaching 400 taka per kilogram last week, green chilies are now selling for 250 taka to 300 taka per kilogram. Retailers and wholesalers said prices started to decline after supplies increased in local markets. They said the increase in supply helped bring down green chili prices. However, they added that bad weather, limited supplies of other products and higher wholesale prices are preventing further price cuts at the retail level. Prices of eggplants and cucumbers also dropped slightly. Meanwhile, consumers are still paying higher prices for eggs, some vegetables and several grocery items. On the other hand, broiler chicken prices remain largely unchanged over the past week. Depending on the market, broiler chicken is selling for 170 taka to 190 taka per kilogram, while Sonali chicken is priced between 320 taka and 340 taka per kilogram. Now international news.